If you're not both excited and afraid of AI, then you're not paying close enough attention. Hi, my name is Jason and welcome to the AI Singularity. I'm sure you've heard about AI, artificial intelligence. They always show it as androids, cyborgs, ghosts in the machine. But what really is AI? And do we know how intelligent it is? Okay, let's take a look. Before we only had HAL 9000, Brainiac, the Metropolis Girl, we've got Astro Boy, the androids of Dragon Ball Z, Terminator, the agents in the Matrix. Those are all AI, but they're all fiction. And in our universe now, we've got real AI developing and brewing. They're not fully sentient yet. We would have like experts argue about that. Personally, I think they are on the verge, but the real question now is, are we, as the most intelligent organic creatures who evolved on this planet Earth, are we now obsolete in terms of intelligence? Let's just ask, how intelligent is AI now? Let's get into this. ChatGPT has been around since like a few years back, right? But it was only about a couple years back at around ChatGPT 3 that it was like newsworthy. Everyone was on ChatGPT. It is a large language model. It is capable of speaking naturally. I believe sometimes far more so than I am. I've stumbled onto this guy.
I'm Dr. Alan D. Thompson.
Alan D. Thompson. I believe he's an AI expert. Well, first off, he used to be this. I guess if you're not familiar with Mensa, it's an internationally exclusive club for people with genius level intellect. I believe my membership mail has been lost. So Mensa, if you're watching this, he's left his post because ChatGPT 3 outperformed his Prodigy clients. What is GPQA? Can you tell me what GPQA is? Thank you. I always make it a point to be polite to AI because I sort of get the feeling that in a couple of years they would be running the show. Okay, so GPQA stands for General Purpose Question Answering. Okay, so it's sort of like a general IQ. This was as recent as December 2024. So we are comparing the large language models to a person, average human, not really average though. Because the percentile is 90.8, meaning this person, this human with an IQ of 120 is apparently brighter, more intelligent than 90.8% of the people here. Only gets 10%. Llama 2. Chance. Oh, this is funny though. If you take a look at this, so if you've taken an exam, right? If you've taken a test, there's a question and then you've got 4 choices. And then only one of those choices is correct. Which means if you're just going by random chance, if you're just going by like guessing, you'll get 25% of the answers correctly. But the funny thing is, what's happening with our average human here? This is sort of depressing and disappointing. Even, let's say, even if this dude is more intelligent than 90.8% of the population, he can only get 10% of the questions right. He should have just turned off his brain. Eeny, miny, miny, mo. Chance is more intelligent than a guy with 120 IQ. We can now think of it like an exam. Let's say 100 questions. General topics. And each question, you have got like 4 choices and there can be only one. Okay? So that's how this works. We've got GPT 3.5. So 28.1% of the questions it'll get correctly Llama 26.26% of the questions. The average human with 120 IQ will only get about 10% correct. By chance, you'll get 25%. Okay, so we're done with this. These are like the models from 2 years ago, maybe thereabouts, 2021, 2022. This is where things get rather interesting. Here, right in the middle here. So we've got PhD, general, 34%. A person who goes to college or university for another 4 years gets a bachelor's degree. It's gonna be between 2 to 3 years for your master's degree. You're gonna go into another 2 to 4 years or even 6 years of research. That's how long it takes to get a PhD. Based on this chart, this graph, a person with a PhD has sort of like an IQ of 132. This doctor, this person with a PhD with a doctorate is now is now more intelligent than 98.3% of the entire human population. So 100 questions, 4 choices, and 1 correct answer. Apparently, for this person, the doctor, the PhD, will only get 34% of the questions correct. That's about a third, right? A third is 33.3%. So so from here, from the average human, this isn't even really average though. So let's put things in perspective. 120 IQ isn't really average. Not by a long shot, right? 120 IQ is intelligent. You can even think that the 120 IQ might not be genius level. Correct me if I'm wrong. A genius level intellect is considered maybe above 130. But a 120 IQ is actually superior. Some would say mildly gifted. This person is at the top 9.2% of the entire population, which means that this average human is actually pretty intelligent. But the thing is, if we take a look at this chart, this graph, this dude is failing quite miserably. You've got your human average, 10% on the exam. You've got these two, GPT 3.5 and Llama 2. A little over a quarter of the answers it can get correctly. It's almost similar to chance, right? If you've got a PhD, at minimum, you'll need like 8 years of study to become like a PhD after high school. So you'll be grouped in together with these large language models. So we've got Inflection 2.5 at 38.4%. GPT-4 Turbo, we've got 46.5%. The current model that they're running now is, or that they're giving users access to, is this one, GPT-4o at 53.6%. Okay, so, okay, I see. So your PhD, he can answer a third of the questions correctly. He's just a little together with these language models here. So you've got your Inflection 2.5 at 38.4%, Gemini 1 Ultra 35.7%, and then you've got Qwen 2 37.9%, and Llama 3 at 39.5%. Now, if you move on to having an IQ of 138, let's say you're a little bit more special than the PhD general dude. You've got an IQ of 138 and you're more intelligent than 99.4% of the population, then you'll probably get answers to 40% of the questions, which is at par with GPT-4 Turbo for 6.5%, Gemini 1.5, 41 to 46%, then Sense Nova 5, 42.9%. OpenAI is the leading platform, leading developers when it comes to large language models. So it follows that ChatGPT is the most well-known, right? So that's what most people know. So here, GPT-4o, its current flagship together with o1, would be able to answer 53.6% of the questions, which still would trump test scores of a person with 144 IQ. So this dude with an IQ of 144 is essentially, dude, it's mind-boggling. Think of it this way. 144 IQ would mean that you're at the 0.2% for intelligence, for human intelligence, natural, organic, human intelligence. But you would still be beat by GPT-4o. Okay? Think about that. No wonder why this guy, Alan D. Thompson, quit his job. Developing or mentoring Mensa level students or Mensa level candidates when it was still GPT-3. GPT-3. We've since then had GPT 3.5 and we're currently at GPT 4o and o1. And now we know how intelligent they are. This is now the PhD domain expert, right? Think of the Big Bang Theory. Think of those guys, right? So, well, most likely not Howard Wolowitz, because he's only got a master's in engineering. But think of Sheldon, think of Raj, and think of Leonard Hofstadter. There you go. Think of those guys. I want to think that even though they're fictional, they're quite easy to imagine. So if we're gonna go into the real world, famous people with IQs above 130. Oh, I didn't know this. Apparently, Conan O'Brien has an IQ of 160. This is awesome. Conan O'Brien is actually around here. This one. Conan O'Brien is is more intelligent than a PhD domain expert. Just basing on this chart, right? Basing on the general exam. So he'll probably get this, say, about 70% of the answers correct, which is nice. Okay, then we've got Ashton Kutcher. I'm actually not surprised why Ashton Kutcher is on here. This is very relevant to AI. So Ashton Kutcher was actually part of a brain trust that became a company that they later sold. It's called, I'm trying to remember the name. What do you call that word wherein like you're living life through others? You're living life through others. In any case, it's this organization, it's this brain trust that he founded with a few other people. Who else was on there? I want to say Elon Musk was on there. Vicarious living vicariously. Vicarious? I want to say it's vicarious, let's say. So, Ashton Kutcher Vicarious AI. See? Boom. So, Ashton Kutcher. Hell, man. Let's get into this. This is scary here, right? Okay, so 2014, so about 11 years ago. It says here that Vicarious wants to create a computer that will understand a request like, show me a chair made of ice. Dude, about 2 years ago, we've had that. Like that was a thing. Like Midjourney, Dolly would be able to do what essentially Zuckerberg, Musk, and Ashton Kutcher wanted to do in 2014. Sharon Stone? So intelligence is a basic instinct for her, huh? Okay, so who else is on here? We've got Quentin Tarantino. Well, with all his convoluted storytelling style, I'm not surprised he's on here. Cindy Crawford. Wow, okay. Dude. Beauty and Brains. Beauty and Brains. We've got Cindy Crawford, Gina Davis, Nicole Kidman. This is an awesome list. Beauty and Brains. Let's bring it a little bit further up, right? Famous people with IQs above 140. So same. Oh, Shakira. Shakira. Okay. Marilyn Vos Savant. You have to have an IQ above 140 with Savant in your name. Let's go beyond Plus Ultra. Go beyond Plus Ultra. So we've got show me pictures. Dude, stop everything you're doing. We've got. Who do we have here? Who do we have here? Dude, Mr. Bean is more intelligent than you, me, the guy beside you. So, Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson, has an IQ of Atkinson IQ. Mr. Bean is far more intelligent than let's say 99.998% of the people. So you learn something new every day. Well, at the very least, this guy is more intelligent than O1. My name is JC, and this has been the AI Singularity. So if you like that, if you want to watch some more episodes like that, please consider liking and subscribing. So see you on the next one. Peace.